football. Sad. But we'll come back. Got another 2 years. Then we'll do the World Cup.
So close.
So close. So close. Never mind. Spain were a better side. That's all I'm saying.
So we're sewing today.
Yes.
Sewing and sobbing.
Yes.
Is that what this
No.
is?
No.
I was out mowing the grass. Missed all of it.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm not really into football.
I love my football.
I know you love your football. I can't understand people getting so passionate about a bit of leather.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah, I
It
know.
is absolutely ridiculous, but yeah.
But you know, the camaraderie and everything. I
Yeah.
kind of wish I did like it because the camaraderie and everything that I see. But I'm just like, I'm gonna go and mow the lawn.
Yeah.
Be fine. Right, this is what we're making today.
Yes.
Rather fabulous. I've been listening to all the Harry Potter books.
Yes.
Stephen Fry.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. He's just incredible.
Yeah.
This just reminds me of something. I feel like it should be in Harry Potter with those colours as well.
Yes,
The
it's like a
Queen's
house
thing.
colour, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
But I really, really love it. And I love the interlocking and the way that it swirls around. It's similar of one of my favourite ones with the waves, sort of
Yes.
interlock.
Yeah.
So this is up there. This is one of my favourites. And I just think it's so impactful. You've also done a little demonstration on, put up a little video on you.
Yes, practicing on my long arm.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So we've got various kits for this today.
We have,
Also-
because it's a really straightforward make.
Perfect.
Yeah.
If we wanted to do this out of half meter heavens, how many would we need?
4.
4.
Yes.
4 half meter heavens. Okay, perfect. Lovely.
Well, no,
'Cause you could do
2, sorry.
2.
Yeah, because it's a metre of each fabric. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. Brain's not, I'm still off
We've just
asleep.
halved that cost
Yeah.
immediately. I'm going to turn the lights on, Jen. I just realised I went to and then just...
That's better.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
It's this gloriously sunny... Oh, no.
No, it's not
No,
though,
it's
is
not.
it?
No.
It was. It showed promise this morning and then it's gone.
I know. Emily hasn't taken the jumper to school.
Oh,
I'll be
dear.
fine, Mummy. Although, unfortunately, with the football makeup that her and Freddie had, he's written, I am dumb up her arm and I can't get it off. She's only twigged what it said just as she was going into school, and that's the joy of a brother.
Yeah.
Off you go. So, we've put bundles together, 2 1 metre bundles.
Yes.
So you've got that as an option, or if you want to go for any of the half metre heavens, get 2. Well, I was going to say the same, but it doesn't have to be of the same.
No, because it could be quite interesting if you use different ones.
Especially because we've got quite a few that are from the same collection.
Yes. That would look rather lovely. Mm.
And I've got interesting goodies.
Yes, I'm very interested in the goodies you have on
You
your...
are interested
Yes.
in the goodies. I have restocked the 72-piece zip bundle as well for about the 6th time. Keep thinking, surely everybody's had... No? Right,
No.
okay, sort out again.
Amazing.
So if you want... which has then prompted tomorrow's show. We're going to go right back to basics and make a very simple pouch
Oh, lovely.
from start to finish, so that if you've bought that 72-piece zip bundle, then you've got things to make with them, and also to show that if it's not the exact right size, how to deal with that.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing. It's
Yeah,
like you might have bought
you
it, but
get
it
a
might not be quite the right size for whatever pattern, and for some of our other patterns, and how to deal with that. So that's part of tomorrow's show with brand new William Morris. If you cannot wait to get your William Morris until tomorrow, that's absolutely fine. I've got the complete 6 bundle
Lovely.
as a half metre bundle for anyone that cannot wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll break that down a little bit more, but if you need it today, because I think it's going to be popular with a number of you that went,
Yes, it's rather gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
should we say hello to everybody before we do anything else?
Let's do it.
And then I can show you. I've got a new clapper. That sounds wrong, but I have.
It's rather lovely.
I know. I'm excited. Let's say good morning to everybody. We have got Susan here and Maggie and Joy. Good morning, Natasha and Jane and everybody. It's just us two, isn't it, really, today?
We are Natasha Makes today.
We are, yeah.
I mean, Gemma's there remotely and so is SJ.
Yeah. but just physically here,
Yeah, it's us.
thee and me.
Yeah, because even
And the
Josh
dog.
is not here, is he?
No, so I'm expecting all sort of technical shenanigans. But Joy's here, Jimmy's here, Sue's here. Oh, Sue said the Facebook bots are being a pain, completely denied that you were on air.
Oh, how rude.
Very rude. We're here. Oh, your mother says that the sun's shining here.
Oh, thanks.
Well, there.
Yes.
But yeah, not here.
No.
Josh,
I think
please,
it's
'cause
on
he's
its
up your
way.
Yeah.
It's on its
Send
way,
it
I
down, please,
think.
Kate. Donna's here. She's morning, everybody. Julia, it's sunny for her too. Julia, I've ordered another one. It's going to be a little while, but I've ordered one. Ginny's here. Good morning for everyone from a warm, sunny Essex. Oh, they're just showing off now, Jane.
Yeah. They're going to get it. It's coming down.
Get it. Gonna get it.
It's on its way.
Fiona's here. Sue's here. Helen's here. Liz is here. Claire E is here. Morning, sunny up here in Yorkshire. Oh, Jane.
We just don't want it to rain today because it's St Swithin's Day today. So as long as it doesn't rain, we'll be all right. We can put up with cloudy. Just please don't rain.
What happens if it rains on St Swithin's Day?
It rains for 40 days and 40 nights, according to legend.
I mean, it hasn't stopped.
No.
How would we know the difference?
This is
Fiona's
true.
here. Hello for a short time, lovely people. Oh, hello. It's all right. Cornwall's raining,
Oh, that's not unusual though, is it?
but give it 2 minutes and it won't be. 'cause
No,
that's
it's
what Cornwall
4
does.
seasons in one day, yeah.
I've never lived anywhere I've seen so many rainbows as I have living in Cornwall,
Yeah,
because it rains and is sunny all at the same time. It just
Yes.
does it all.
yeah,
Goes here, have all the weather.
wonderful. Have it all in one go.
All of it. Yeah. And it does that, so that's fine. Right, Jane, I'm going to show you a few little bits and bobs. I don't have loads of these, because I didn't know if you'd like them or not. But this is super useful. I'm just wondering if I took mine with me to Create and Craft, because I've got one out of the packet. And so, again, this was one that I bought, tested, went, actually, yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, unpicker, really
Scalpel unpickers are just so good. I'm frantically looking around for something that needs unpicking.
great. Give me
But
time.
they're just so sharp, so good, and they just get in there.
Yeah, particularly if your stitching's gone. You know, sometimes when you start stitching and it bunches all the fabric up
Yeah,
because you've just been a little bit too eager and it's
Yeah.
taken it in. When you've got a scalpel one, it can really get that really tight
Yeah.
stitching out without wrecking your fabric.
love it. I've got 10 of these, that's it. Job done.
Super.
I have got a handful of these. Now, the clappers sold out. They went like the
Yeah, they did go like the clappers.
but I'd already got on order these to see if these were any good. And this has got, you've got a nice little wooden seam roller. Love that.
I think it's lovely.
You've got a little pokey tool, or if you want to, then you can use that to flatten your seam as well,
Yep.
can't you? Or you can use these as well to mark your fabric if you don't want to use a pen.
Yes,
It's quite
they work
good.
really well.
Yeah, they do work really well.
Particularly when you've got quilting, if you want to mark a quilting design, because it'll sit into the wadding.
Oh, they've actually marked this correctly as well on the inches. I do like to check
Yes,
before I go
because sometimes
shouting
it's a little
about.
bit.
Bit wobbly, but no, that is accurate inches on your clapper, and you've got a little embossedy thing there. And it's just nice. It's wood. It's just
It's very tactile.
it is, isn't it? So this is a slightly more expensive set, obviously, because you've got extra goodies in there.
Yeah, I love
But
the little
Yeah.
details on it. I love
It's
that
just
sewing
it's a
machine.
nice little thing, isn't it? A nice little thing to have. So if you would like those, please do grab them. They are yours. So that's that, and that's that, and that's that. Oh, now Jane, this. Oh no, hang on, that's my one. This is also my one. Have we got any dark fabric there, Jane?
Look, there's all this black here.
Oh yeah, that's mine. That's my spare black. Because if we run out of any fabric, it's always black. So I
Yes.
like to keep a little sneaky
That
spare
and
bit
white,
because we
keep
use it all the time.
Yeah.
This, it's like a chalk pen, but it's sort of carried in a wax.
Oh right, so smooth.
So smooth.
That's lovely.
And then you just push it down to get a little bit more, and away you go. How cool is that? I use this on denim, you see. So you can get really accurate with it.
Yeah.
Like it a lot. And
Refills.
refills.
Nice.
A lot of refills,
Cool.
and it just rubs off.
Oh, brilliant.
Now, to load these, because you get two pens, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, 2 pens, so 2 carriers, and then I think it's 20 of these. You pop it in there, push it down a little bit, click it, push it in, all the way in. Because there's obviously a thing it has to click into
yeah.
at the top so it doesn't fall out. I haven't clicked that in, whoops, enough. But yeah, you just click that in. Pop the lid back on, I've tried to click it in too far.
That's it, I heard it then.
Yeah. And then it's in. See that one? Not going anywhere.
No.
Because that's clicked in.
Cool.
It's good, isn't it?
It is.
I've only got 10 of these as well. But there's a lot of refills in there. A lot of refills.
If you've got 2 things, that's something you could buy for your sewing friend and share.
Well, you know, quite. I thought it was handy.
Halvesies, yeah, it is very handy. Nice.
It's mine.
It's man.
It's mine. It's mine. The other thing I want to show then is, before we get going, these are the new, and like I say, we'll have these in different bundles tomorrow. But if you are desperate and you know that you're going to want all of the brand new William Morris, how beautiful are these, Jane?
Gorgeous.
They really are. These, the acanthus, I've got that in 2 colourways. Now you see, rich and beautiful. It's going to go really nicely with leathers and stuff like that,
Oh,
isn't
yeah,
it?
and your cork.
Mm-hmm. And your cork. Look at your pimpernel.
It's beautiful.
Really beautiful. But also, think about cushions telling that story. You've got the brook.
This is
These
lovely.
feel gorgeous, don't they?
They're really nice cotton.
I'm going to be making beautiful things with these tomorrow. Because, you know, I can.
Yeah.
And just little things like if you've got the zips, like I was just looking at the zips, because obviously you've got 72 different, you've got 24 different colours,
Yeah.
but you've got all sorts that you can use, just that are going to tonally go in within here.
Yeah.
So that's why it's good to have a zip bundle, because then
It is. You've usually got something then, haven't you, that will go.
You've got something. So these are available now, if you would like to. And they're, you know, this is where your savings are, isn't it, on buying?
Yeah,
buying
buying
a
a
bulk.
bundle.
I mean, you could make this quilt with this, couldn't you?
You could. I was thinking actually a nice print. Not too large a scale because you cut in small pieces, but
Yeah.
you know,
Could do the job.
a nice print.
Could do
I
the
think
job.
it'd look nice with a cave. Because you get that sort of change, don't you, with cave fabric? You get that little bit of change in
Hang
colours.
fire with me for the cave.
Mm.
I've got a lot coming.
Oh, cool.
Not new, some of our favourites
Yeah,
coming back in.
wonderful.
Yeah. Let's see what you've got there, Jane, for today. What have we got today?
I've
Let's
got
have a look.
just some really nice metre bundles. So this is the one that I've made my sample with. So that's a lovely smoke batik,
Nice.
lovely deep rich green colour with the white. And then we've got this pretty blender fabric that we've had for a while, but obviously we don't get to use these blenders very often.
No.
And this is called Flutter, and it's lilac colour.
They've got interest to them. That's
Yeah,
what I
there's
like.
just a little bit of sort of tone on tone that's just a bit more than plain.
So these are very cost effective.
Yeah.
It might be that you're buying the bundle just because actually you want a metre of each of these fabrics,
Yeah.
because they're incredibly handy to have. Or
Well,
you
they're
might-
nice blenders and they'll go in your stash and you'll be able to use them for other things if you didn't necessarily want to make this fabulous
And they
quilt.
are at a rather cracking price.
Yeah, and this is a piece of Northcote. Now, for those of you that remember way back,
Wait. The sea storm.
the sea storm quilt, this is the last little bit of that. So we've chopped that up because it's got that sort of blended feel, which sort of gives a bit of movement to the
A
fabric.
bit like a cloud, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
it's
love that one.
beautiful. It's in a lovely sort of cornflower blue colour.
This is probably my favourite.
This is, and then I thought, well, what would it look like with black? And you'd need a nice jewel colour, I think. So we've got a bit of this. There's not many of these ones, I do have
No.
to say. This gorgeous turquoise. This is another smoke batik, but with the black. And I'm going to demonstrate with this one because there was a little bit of an
Was there
offcut.
a little bit left, Jane?
A little offcut, so I thought, well, I'll use that for the
Would be rude
demonstration.
not to. And then I love it with that
That
rose as well.
so vibrant, isn't it?
Beautiful.
And then a nice, this is,
Batiks, we underestimate
yeah, we
batiks and
do,
blenders.
they work so well. And this is Flutter again, but this is in lemon, and I think with the black, that's going to look rather
You
fabulous.
are cooking bumblebees.
Yeah,
It's like the bumblebee dance.
yeah. But it's like you say, if you've got, like house colours, aren't they, for
Yeah.
school house colours or football teams.
But also, we are getting to the stage now, in a couple of months' time, we'll have teenagers going off to university.
Yeah, and this is such a quick, straightforward make
Yeah,
that looks quite complicated.
yeah. But you can send it off, and that's where this is fabulous.
Yeah, these are
because
great.
a lot of teenagers, they don't want lots of fussy colours, florals, prints. Like
No.
they wouldn't be grateful for a William Morris. They'll learn. But for now, something like this doesn't cost too much, but you're sending that little bit of home
Exactly,
away.
yeah.
And that's really important, that just on a day where maybe they're a little bit the worse for wear, or, you know, maybe they're finding it a little bit tough, or they just miss home a little bit, just having something like that. Also, if you've washed it as well and it smells of home,
Yeah,
then
Yeah.
that is also really helpful.
it is nice.
Jane, I don't think that's meant to be there. That chicken.
No, I
that
saw-
chicken's meant to be there.
I saw her this morning wandering around and I was like, I don't think you're supposed to be out.
Josh has a new theory. So our chickens, they keep getting out. We've clipped their wings.
Yeah,
And then we went back and we did our research again to check that I'd clipped them correctly. I mean, I've clipped wings for years.
Yeah.
Never had a problem. And then he's like, well, it says here determined chickens. Great. Can jump 4 foot. And our fencing is 4 foot.
yeah.
Great. So we apparently have determined chickens.
Houdini chickens.
Yeah. But not only that, Josh's new theory, because he keeps popping out and scooping them up and going and putting them back away, is that they just want to cuddle.
Yeah,
So we have determined cuddly chickens.
yeah. Because they see Josh and they just stop and they crouch down ready for him to pick them up.
And cuddle them.
Yeah,
That's it.
I've seen him do it and I was like, I was waiting for the no. She just crouched down and he scooped her up and she was just like, oh, hi, thanks.
And you can generally see him wandering around the place with a couple of chickens on his arms. And that's it. Oh,
He is
so-
the chicken wrangler.
He is. Chicken whisperer,
Yeah.
wrangler. All sorts of things. I'm going to leave you to do this, Jane.
Okay.
And what I say in the media, I'm going to go and sit over there.
Okay. I'm glad you're not going to leave me.
No. I wouldn't do that to you, Jane. I do, however, have the creaky seat. I've just
Oh,
realised.
right, yeah.
So I'm really sorry if I creak. Oh, hang on, I'm going to grab my coffee as well.
So this is the block, and as I say, I thought, nice little bit of the turquoise with the
nice.
black left. It's made up of 4 units,
Yeah.
2 identical. And
Is this beginner level, Jane?
yeah, absolutely,
Really?
yeah, because
Good.
each unit is made up of 5 pieces. It's not going to be a long demonstration.
That's okay.
It's
Sounds
good.
short and sweet.
And chain piecing.
Mm.
You really will get this made in a weekend,
Oh,
you know,
well,
and be able to feed people at the same time.
oh, they do keep wanting
Yeah, they won't
food.
being fed, yeah, that's like,
Why is that? When does that stop?
never.
Even with my level of cooking, they still want feeding on the regular.
So you cut your pieces identical for each colourway.
Okay.
So you've got fabric A and fabric B, you
Yeah.
cut them all the same.
Yeah.
You start off with your centre rectangle of, say, fabric. This is fabric. I'm calling it B. Could
You
be
call
it
it
could
B.
it
Go
could
on,
be your
Jane.
A. You can decide which one's going to be in where A and which one's going to be a B. You've got 2 rectangles the same size. You put one on the top and sew it to the top of, or the long side of your rectangle.
Oh, hang on. I was just looking at the messages. Julia's going to take on Royal Mail after the show.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Watch out, Royal Mail.
Sue says since Swithin can do one.
Yes.
I mean, couldn't have put it better myself. Liz says she's got non-stop rain in Australia.
Oh.
And Susan says, what's Jane's opinion on the football? I thought she may have gone to the match. Or is this a football freeze out? I think we've already discussed the football, haven't we?
Yeah, as much as we're going to, really. I've got a lot of opinion on the football.
Okay.
And it's not worth sharing, really.
Okay. Is it because it's non-broadcastable, Jane?
No, it's not. No, I'm really proud of the team that played. There were a few players that I felt should have been subbed a bit earlier. But that's my opinion, and I don't know anything about football, so what does my opinion count? Do you know what I mean? It's just, you can watch it. It's very well sitting on your sofa at home watching it, thinking you can be the next England manager.
Yeah.
But actually, you know, I can imagine it's not the easiest job because there's so much expectation. We expect so much from our team because they're all Premiership players and they play really well within their team.
You don't, and then they've got to find a new team and work in a different team. And yeah, like you say, there's that expectation, and it only takes to have an off day. Yeah. To not feel quite on form.
But to be fair to them, they played really well. They did play well, and Spain are just phenomenal. And they're a young side as well, so they're going to be phenomenal for a long time. But saying that, so's our side a young side, so there's potential.
Yeah, I watched the David Beckham documentary, and just the amount of abuse he got after some of those matches, just horrendous.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Fortunately, we seem to have outgrown that type of behaviour.
You'd hope, wouldn't you?
Because there didn't seem to be any problem with fan behaviour, because it's not fans. There was no, it was a very nice atmosphere apparently over there.
Good. Sue says that she's got visions of our chickens being like roadrunner chickens. So they don't go on the road, that's the only thing. Ginny says she could listen to chicken stories all day. Yeah, makes strange from football.
They're lovely chickens because they're like the ones that you see in children's storybooks.
They're proper chickens,
they're proper chicken shaped. Yeah.
And Ginny also would like to know how high might they jump if they had a trampoline. Only she's Scottish, so she's a wee trampoline.
A wee trampoline.
Yeah. I don't know if you can get chicken trampolines.
I expect you can, because you can get anything, can't you, these days?
Yeah. Let's change it there. There you go.
Yeah. Right. Back to the subject in hand.
Whilst I frantically Google chicken trampolines.
Yeah.
I know, I don't want them bouncing any higher. Just chop their wings so they don't.
So we sewed the top to the top of the rectangle, or the long side of the rectangle, and then we put the other opposite colour rectangle onto the right hand side of it. So the short side and covering that strip. So it's still a rectangle. Mm-hmm. It's really weird because you do all these rectangles and it suddenly becomes a square. I love maths, don't you? It's just how it works.
Yeah.
So we've then got our fabric B, A, whichever one you decide it's going to be. We're going to sew that to the top of this piece here. So your first strip that you put on.
I don't know how this is going to become a square. I'm not too sure about that yet, but I'm going to take your word for it.
Yeah, it's just how, you know, long shapes, small shapes, and it works.
Okay, this is all good then. We are on countdown for Gary DeBrick coming in with
lots of goodies.
Dukey machines next week.
So we've sewn that to the top.
Oh, that's how it becomes a square.
And now we're going to put this rectangle on the side.
Oh, there you go. Boom, a square.
So you can see it's very quick and very simple. My quilt's made from 12 blocks, so you need to make 24 each of each colourway.
Right. Oh, you can chain piece this thing, can't you?
Yeah. This is what I say, it's a really is a quick make. We'll press that up and away from there. So that's your unit. On here it's unit 2. And then we do the same thing again with the opposite colourway. So as I say, each unit is made out of 5 pieces and it comes together really nicely. Is that a duck quacking?
No, it's a chicken having a shout. They've just their point of lay.
Oh,
So they're just starting to lay. Josh has spent the weekend building extra nesting boxes. They didn't like their nesting box being in their house, so we've now bought them a shed. So we Friday night by torchlight we were trying to finish the shed, the new chicken shed, and which we can then put all different sorts of nesting boxes in. For now they have an outdoor nesting box which Josh has created, and he's done them like a privacy curtain on the front. And he's ridiculous where these chickens are concerned. Just
I think it's lovely.
Yeah, and so yeah, he was, and Freddie got really excited because 2 of them were on the nesting box in their privacy nesting boxes. He's done them like do you remember the beaded curtains?
Yes.
Well, he's done that, but in like a lino. So they have to sort of go through to then have their privacy in their little nesting boxes. So it's waterproof.
Bless.
Just, he was so excited with himself, and then he went off with my staple gun to fix it, and I was like, oh gosh, oh gosh. So yeah, things were done by torchlight.
They really are getting the 5-star treatment, aren't they?
They're ridiculous. Oh, I didn't tell you. If anybody doesn't like birds and fowl, sorry, this would be really boring. So Dave, our duck, our Aylesbury, there's no denying he has turned into the most stunning bird.
He's rather gorgeous.
He is. Do you know what? This is going to sound really weird, but I was cuddling the other day, and he smells amazing. I don't know how he smells good because he's a duck.
Yeah.
But he smells really good, and he just feels lovely when you cuddle him, and his feathers are just incredible.
Yeah.
But he's trying it on with the chickens.
Oh.
He needs a wife.
He does. Will he play with the runner ducks when they're old enough?
He will, but they're not old enough yet.
No.
I think this is probably why the chickens are quite determined. Get away from Dave.
Get away from Dave.
So I have sourced Dave a Davina.
Oh, have you?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
I've just got to work out how. They are not easy to come by.
No, I can imagine.
I've got to go quite a way to get Davina. We are mad. I do recognise them. It's all fine.
Oh, that's crazy.
If
Now,
it keeps Dave happy, it's all good.
on this second unit, I've just pressed the top unit. I've pressed it towards the narrow one.
Okay, yeah.
And on this one, I've pressed it away.
Right.
Now,
so opposites, basically.
Yeah. It doesn't matter which way round you do it, but it will help you when you come to join the blocks together. But it's a bit stubborn going towards the steam because you've got that seam there, so it doesn't really like it. But it will do it with a bit of a bit of persistence and a nice hot iron.
Oh, that was my point in Gary, telling you about Gary. He is bringing us some of the new Juki industrial irons.
Oh, wow.
He's sending mine ahead of time today, and I'll see if I can break this one, because I break most irons.
We do use them a lot, but I mean, they aren't supposed to be industrial.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Polty can do one, so that's the 3rd Polty I've broken now, so I'm not very happy with them.
So, you've got 2 units, the same.
Oh, Jane, that's fabulous.
You're going to turn one round, just like that.
That's it.
And that's why we've pressed these seams in opposite directions, so that when we come to put those on, they will nestle together. I pressed that one. I didn't press the right seam, but that one will nestle.
Oh.
And that just helps you line up those. I mean, you can do it with a pin. You can quite easily use a pin. Just run your pin along that seam line. But that's visually, that's the one place where you need to have it lined up, really.
Cynthia says, you're calling this block simple.
Yes.
But she said, wow, it's impactful.
It is impactful. And I just loved it. I saw it on Pinterest and I was like, well, that looks interesting. And then when I really looked at it, I was like, it can't really be that straightforward.
And it really is.
And it really is.
Yeah. Diane says, I'm very quiet today. Never thought I'd say that. Well, I've tried to put my microphone the other way up because otherwise I boom over Jane. So I've tried to do that. Auntie Lizzie says, does Natasha know where the theme tune comes from? It's the Benny Hill one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, she does. So you make 24 pairs like that. So you've got all these. Oh, I've sewn that to the other side. That's not going to work now. Let's do some surgical. I just wanted an excuse to use the.
Oh, I see. I see what you're doing, Jane.
There's a reason for everything, isn't there?
Cindy's joining us from Chile, Australia. I feel better if it's Chile in Australia.
You
And
have
Ginny's-
to make sure that your pairs are all in the same direction,
Okay.
same orientation.
Go on then. Well, once you unpick that and just...
Yeah.
I love that you just want to demonstrate that one. Ginny has lovely memories of her ex-battery rescue chickens. They're charming creatures. They are, but they are basically dinosaurs.
Yes.
That's the thing that
Well, they're raptors,
yeah.
aren't
And... Oh, Susan says, thank you, Jane. Love all your football opinions. She's just so versatile. Football, chickens and demos. And you're so pretty in pink
they?
today.
Yes, we're all
There you
pretty
go.
in pink today.
Gloria's here. Hello, Gloria. Julia says, me too. This is about the chickens. She said, it's lovely to see a half-naked chicken grow all her feathers back. Have you seen the chiquinis?
Yes. I've also seen chickens in other sort of fancy dress costumes, which are hilarious. Because they get, if you give them arms, they look,
Oh, that's brilliant.
that is
Have
just
you seen the
really
dancing
funny.
chickens on Facebook? They
Yeah.
make me laugh a lot.
Yeah. There's some really clever people out there, isn't there, with these ideas.
The chiquinis were made for battery chickens to keep them warm while they grew back their feathers.
Yeah, my friend rescued some battery hens and she made them all little jumpers.
I mean, we're not mad, but
No.
it helps, right?
But it helps.
You have no idea just how many people sent me that clip of ducklings in diapers.
Yeah. That was hilarious.
I got all the fabric out to
You
make
were
it.
all for making those, weren't
And I
you?
was taking all the measurements going, oh, I don't know. And then I didn't have time. But if we ever have more ducklings...
Which, if you get a Davina, could well be the case.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have to be Mother Duck.
No.
Josh wouldn't have to be Mother Duck, which I think he would find sad. He loves being Mother Duck.
Right, so, take two. You make them all your pairs in the same orientation. I've pressed my seam towards the blue just because there's less resistance that way.
And how was the unpicker?
Just fabulous. Just wonderful. And then you take and turn it around. And it's a 4-patch.
Oh,
So because you've
perfect.
pressed the seams the same way, you get the nestle there. You probably have to press to pin your seams here and here just to get them to line up. One might nestle and the other might not. But as long as you've got that middle joined up, they should all line up beautifully. And then you'll use all of your units and you'll make 12 blocks, and then it's a simple case of sewing the blocks into rows of 3. And then I sewed 2 rows of 3 together into pairs, and then sewed those pairs together into 4s.
Yeah.
Joined the 2 lots of 4 together.
Well, that's genius. And actually, 4 together would make a lovely cushion. A lovely big cushion, wouldn't they?
They would. Or you could just do a row and make a nice table runner in the centre of your table, couldn't you? Or a bed runner,
Or have them as placemats.
yeah.
Oh, that'd be pretty.
And then,
pretty
you know,
busy.
if you keep them all in the same orientation, it creates a little sort of 4-patch here as well. So, yeah, it's a real... can't make it any simpler, I don't think, other than just sewing strips together.
Jane, on yours, you've done a little sort of flangey bit.
Yeah, there's a faux piped binding, just because you can get your binding out of the remnants. But if you wanted to have a single colour, you'd only be able to do single fold binding.
Right.
We've put in the instructions a brief description about how to do that.
Right.
But we've got a separate instruction for the faux piped binding
Okay.
because it's slightly different.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect.
I mean,
Jane, would you like to show and tell my bag, please?
your bag, this gorgeous one.
Yeah.
I was about to say which bag. But I knew which bag, really.
This is Wednesday's make.
This is fabulous. I love this handle. It's really tactile.
I put things in to weight it down.
Yeah, it's got interesting sewing bits in there.
I haven't got so many bits in there. But it's a magnetic.
It's got magnets
clasp,
here,
yeah.
so it just... It's not, it's not one of those that's got this, so and it gets a bit stiff and it hurts your hands if you've got arthritic fingers. That just...
And you don't have to sew it together. It screws in.
Screws in. It's got little screws here, look, all round. So, screws in place.
I had that done in under an hour.
It doesn't come with the chain, does it? You've
No,
added the
I've
chain, but
bought that
it's
chain.
got the loop
So
bit
for
on.
those of you that bought the chain and the D-ring things from last week, then you've got the chain. You've got the chain good to go.
Do these come with the
They come with-
connectors
Yeah,
bits?
if you open it up, if you don't want to use them,
Oh, you can
then
take them off.
you just fold them in.
Yeah. Or you could remove them altogether, couldn't
Yeah,
you?
but I would just
You'd have a gap.
if
but
you take one off, Jane, we'll talk about this. Would you like me to get more chains? I can just do plain chains. I don't have to do them.
oh
with
right,
all
yeah,
the-
you just fold that in so it
Yeah.
just you've got a little bit of gold showing there. But they're screwable, so you could actually remove them altogether.
You just have a gap
Yeah,
on the lid.
I like that sound.
It's quite satisfying, isn't it? There are going to be different levels of this because when they've posted them, they have not posted them carefully. And so some have got a few little dents and dings in.
Yeah, they've got a little bit. They've been a bit sort of like, oh, let's just shove them all in a bag and post them out to you, haven't
So rather than send them all back and then not have a show, what I've done is those that are absolutely perfect are perfect, and then I've done some that are seconds because some you don't notice it.
they? No,
And once you start using it, you're going to ding it yourself anyway.
yeah, and maybe with a bit of furniture polish and a very fine grain sandpaper, you'd be able to bring it back, wouldn't you?
But it's not really noticeable.
No, it isn't.
But it's not perfect. So there will be some that will be sold as slight seconds because that's all it is a slight second.
Yeah.
And those that are absolutely perfect. I'm very cross about it, but it's in the schedule and it's good to go. I've got some bundles with Odile fabric. This is an Odile fabric that you see here.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
And then I've got some other new fabric.
And it's just lined with a plain, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it really is. Auntie Lizzie Krangle saw a pair of black and white doves yesterday evening. White faces, tails and feet. Is that a sort of breed? Don't know.
Probably is.
Oh, it's Dull in Northampton. Sorry, mate, lost track of time, says Sarah W. It's all right. She's been tidying. The bag's gorgeous. She says, I thought the bag was, Auntie Lizzie says, I thought the bag was Diddy. But she loves the clasp.
Yeah, it's a nice size actually, that, isn't it? It's the right size to get your phone, your purse, and maybe a pen and some change in there, and then it's good to go, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice
It's
for
gonna look great with a pair
a
of jeans.
wedding or, like you say, pair of jeans. But it's that nice size that's all right if you're just on a day out going somewhere rather than a need to take everything with me kind of bag.
And depending on which length of the chain,
Yeah.
you've got date night, and also because they've got little ones as well. They've got little chains, so you can have it just as a little clutch.
Yeah, so a little handle.
Yeah. Or a long one that would go cross body as well.
Yeah.
Which was what I used on my other bag from last week, which is in the photo studio.
Oh,
the
yes.
photo box.
Yeah.
So yeah, very, very versatile. I was so excited when they came. That is Wednesday's make. Tomorrow we do pouches, and we look at zips because so many of you bought the 72 zip bundle. I have got a few more of those loaded, should you wish them. It works out being just under 30p a zip. Which is ridiculous.
Crazy.
And then I've got some new zip bundles for you tomorrow, which are quite fun. If you love a bit of rainbow, you're going to be pleased. Again, just a handful here and there. Yes, there's lots coming up this week. If you'd like to grab yourself the William Morris, do so today. Otherwise, you can wait until tomorrow when it's broken down into smaller bundles.
I can't believe the noise those
They're
chickens
so
are making.
noisy today. Do you think they're just calling Josh like, where are you?
Yeah. So funny. They're so funny. They're just little characters, aren't they? And
Yeah.
I think people that don't have wildlife animals don't realise the person. You think a chicken's a chicken.
No.
I mean, I don't eat chicken, but you can go to the supermarket and buy it out of the freezer. You don't associate it with being an animal
No.
and having a personality.
No.
And
But
they've definitely got personality.
in abundance and noise.
They're so hustly bustly. Little
They are
ladies
very, very funny.
bustling around.
So yeah, a little quick diddy show today.
Yeah.
But guys, grab these clappers and all the little zhuzhy bits.
Get your
If the
scalpel and
clappers
pickle.
go and you love them, then I can order more, but they will be on delayed dispatch. Please just be aware of that.
Get your meter bundles.
Yeah, your meter bundles. They are great value for money.
They'll make this quilt, but you know they're the sort of things that nice to have in your stash.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's a win-win either way. I like shows like that. It's like, yes, you could do this, but you could also just have gorgeous fabric in your stash.
Yeah.
Really useful. Sometimes.
Yeah, just having a meter or something is just what you need. It'll do your binding, or it might be just a background or a blender or something, and you think, oh, I've got that somewhere.
Yeah. Do it. Do it, do it. All right then, everybody. We will see you tomorrow where we talk zips.
Nice.
Because I feel it's appropriate
Yeah.
with the number of zips that we've done and different ways to put a zip in.
Yeah, because there are several ways, aren't there?
Yeah. So I'm going to look at putting it in with a keeper, like a zip keeper on the end.
Oh yes, yeah.
So you can do that with continuous zip, or you can just do it with like any longer size zip than you
Yes,
need
if
and
it's
cut
too
it down,
big, yeah.
and do it not quite long enough to fit into your seam allowance. So you're not having to, if you are new to sewing,
Yes.
you're not having to sew through lots of layers. Because
Yeah.
sometimes that can be a problem if you're working with a machine that's an entry-level machine. Sometimes that can be a little bit of a
Yeah,
problem.
it doesn't like
so
it.
we've got a workaround. So
Fabulous.
It's a proper beginner show tomorrow.
Nice, that's nice.
Sometimes it's nice to take it back.
Yeah,
though.
because even, you know, more experienced sewers aren't very confident with the zips.
But do you know what else I found?
What have you found?
If you look under that William Morris, Jane,
Under here.
I found
Oh,
some
some of this beautiful lace.
Yeah, I've done these
I
in
love
2
it. You
metre
found some more of
bundles.
this. This is such a pretty lace.
It's so pretty, which means that I might have also asked Gemma to load the burrito cushion,
Oh, yeah.
because having that on the burrito cushion was so lovely. It works so beautifully with the William Morris.
Are these already pre-cut into lengths?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yes and no. So yes, and then there's some cut to order, but they've generally cut them into 2 metre lengths.
Such a pretty lace.
Lovely, isn't it?
It's a nice, delicate, sort of antique cream colour.
It just lends itself to be with the William Morris.
Yeah, it works
So that's
beautifully
on
with
tomorrow's show.
Morris.
Yeah.
Get it with this one. This is gorgeous. I love this colourway. It's really nice.
But you look at it with the green
Oh, yeah.
at campus. Oh, and the pink now, actually,
It's
because
nice
it
and
is that.
pretty.
It all works.
Yeah, because it's this sort of colour, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice, Mr. Faulty, very nice. Yeah.
Gorgeous fabrics.
I know. I know. Oh. So that's what we've got for you tomorrow. So grab your bundles today. We've got William Morris zips, all sorts of stuff for you tomorrow. Clappers today. New seam rippers. I don't care how many seam rippers you have. You always need more, and they blunt.
Yeah, they do.
These do.
Well, they
I
take
think
a
we've
long
got somebody
time,
at
don't
the
they?
door, given the
Somebody's
deluge of
arrived, obviously.
dog barking.
Yes.
So we will say goodbye to you all, and we will see you tomorrow bright and early. Well, I say bright and early, 10 o'clock. We will see you there. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you very much, Jane, for another fabulous quilt.
Thank
Take
you.
care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.